Hi, my name's Dan Rand, but that's not important. This is my $100,000 idea for Artlist. It's about conquering the many forms of fear that we face in our life. You know, kind of like Red Bull meets Casey Neistat or Mark Rober. Anyway, so what it is a 7-part miniseries where each episode tackles one of the top 7 regrets that people face on their deathbed. I was actually really inspired by my wife, who's a hospice social worker. Actually, now that I think about it, let me show you. See? That's my wife, Jackie. Say hi, Jackie. Haha, she's great.
So yeah, come on and let's take a little ride through my mind. I also gotta make a video for this motorcycle company anyway, so let go! So each episode explores the central theme tied to one big regret people have at the end of their lives, building up to me personally overcoming each fear in like a climactic set piece, you know? Oh. Okay. In this globe-trotting series, we'll conquer common fears, explore big, hairy questions, and enjoy genuine spectacle. From setting a world record skywalk to cliff jumping from a speeding helicopter, this 100K will go farther than ever before, uniting a global audience in the pursuit of a fulfilling and fantastic life that ends with an exclamation rather than the question mark, what if? But first, why am I the guy to pull this off anyway? Well, I'm an emerging filmmaker and ex-stand-up comedian with big ideas and an even bigger heart. And that's not a cliche, by the way. It's a hereditary condition. My father died of heart failure before I was born. My sister has a mechanical heart now, and I had my own complications last year while working 100 hours a week for a year to finish my first feature film. So all that has made me hyper aware of my own mortality. I mean, we get about 2 billion heartbeats in our lifetime. In that way, many of us are kind of time billionaires. But I've spent my first billion already, so this project manages to synthesize 2 past futures I imagined for myself as a teacher and a stuntman. Because I think the difference between what if and if only is the massive chasm between wonder and regret. If only leaves us as a prisoner on the precipice, each chain link made up of every wish we still have and every step we won't take. This project is designed to galvanize and inspire the world at large to wonder now instead of wish later. Because wishes are out of our hands, but wonder is up to us. And since I'm my own worst critic, I can already hear, that all sounds good on paper, Dan, but then again, so did communism. Well, thankfully, this idea doesn't just matter to little old me. I mean, just in the past week, some powerhouse partners are already galvanized to join me in bringing this to life. Story Reel Studios with Luke Adams, who filmed a free dive under a glacier in Iceland last year, and 1 Inch Dreams, who kind of speak for themselves. Here, take a look.
Hey there, my name is Alex Schulz. I'm a world record slackliner and adventurer. You might have last seen me walking across an active volcano or between 2 skyscrapers. In any case, I'm really excited about the 7 Wonders project because it resonates what got much more important during the last years to myself, and having been able to work with some truly wonderful brands in the past, I'm really looking forward to raise the bar with this project.
Now look, I know ideas are cheap, but execution is money. And I pitched a feature film last year based on true stories of kids from a nonprofit for a budget of $10,000. I wrote, shot, edited, and marketed the movie myself to raise $15K at the premiere, with more to come once I release the final cut for video on demand. I let nothing get in the way of over-delivering exactly what I promised because they believed in me. That's why I'll show you exactly the same. I will not let you down, come broken bones or computer fire. True story. I will film mostly in chronological order to serve the story, planning to finish filming by mid-March. I will safeguard your brand, raise the bar for every 100K creator after me, and make you wonder why you didn't save your time and call me up right now. I am a master improviser, marketing MacGyver, and more resourceful than John McClane and Jackie Chan smashed together in the Hadron Collider.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Also on January 17th, I'll be meeting with Justin Willman from Magic for Humans on Netflix to pitch him joining an episode as a guest star.
That's something I like to call Magic for Jackies. Yeah, you. Hi, Jackie. How's it going? Justin Willman here. Magic for Humans dude. Just want to send a little video message to say hey. I got hit up by your fantastic husband, Dan.
So let's talk about the episodes. So first is I wish I hadn't worked so hard. And that story pillar will be balance. Next is I wish I'd had the courage to just be myself. That's courage, of course. Third is I wish I'd stayed in touch with friends and family more. That's about connection. Fourth is I wish I was brave enough to express my feelings. and that is expression. Fifth is I wish I'd let myself be happier, and that is decision. Sixth is I wish I discovered my purpose earlier and taken more risks or chances. That episode is about exploration. And finally, the seventh is I wish I hadn't focused so much on the future and lost touch with the present. So that is all about presence. Because in researching, I noticed that we answer questions of regret so often with I wish. And it struck me that wishes always seem to come straight from fairy tales and fiction. But wonder is very real. You can grow wonder, and wonder can change you. So I want to approach the intimidating subject matter from a fresh perspective to surprise attack the fear that's attached to it. Instead of looking back later saying, I wish I had whatever, what if we look forward now saying, I wonder what my life would be like if I stayed in touch with friends and family more. So to that end, each episode will introduce one top regret and frame the theme with short but intimate interviews with everyday people, wherever in the world we're filming, to see how different people across the globe face the same tough questions like, what's your greatest fear? What art form would you want your life to be made into? Maybe a song, a movie, a book, a poem, a video game, a dance, or even a sea shanty. I don't know. What's your favorite way to tell the world who you are? Also, as I travel, I'll have destination interviews with diverse guests for candid conversations about life, death, and regrets. From psychologists and hospice workers to my own grandparents and long-lost friends. Then each episode will follow the adventure in connecting with the team to prepare the stunt that faces each fear. As episode 1 is balanced, we've planned an ambitious set piece to kick off this series, to set a new world record for the highest skywalk between two hot air balloons. Because hot air balloons for me kind of represent like an escape to Oz, to Technicolor and a new place of your dreams. It's about traveling from the life you have now to the life that you want. Then episode 2 is about courage. That brings us first to England, where I'll drive a Formula race car at Silverstone, then to Florida, where I'll fly in a fighter jet. Episode 3 is about connection, where I'll reconnect with my long-lost friend Mike, who I used to cliff jump with, and after the reunion, we'll cliff jump out of a speeding helicopter together. I go right, you go left! Then in episode 4, Expression, will return 2.5 miles in the sky to the world record stunt, where now I'll skydive from the hot air balloon over the salt flats in Utah down to the cinematic off-world hotel that is Outpost X. It's amazing, you gotta see it. Episode 5 is about decision. We make over 150 decisions a day, and in this one I decided to walk on the wings of a high-flying biplane with the Aero Superbatics wing walkers. What? Episode 6 is about exploration, and I do exactly that all across the black sand beaches of Iceland that somehow used to be flowing lava. Then finally in episode 7, it all leads to presence, where we'll travel to Dubai to ski the largest indoor resort in the desert, then jump off a skyscraper down the world's longest urban zipline. This series will be a visually striking and mind-bending anthology of adrenaline-induced transformation. It's a captivating celebration of life designed to resurrect wonder and bury regrets once and for all. Because when it's all said and done, all we'll have is who we've become. So, Artlist, if you're even still here, I hope you don't decide to pass this up and have to live with that regret. Just kidding, but seriously, call me. Now, I'll let your own music tell you what to do next.
Give it to me.